Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of the Hockey Mountain High podcast. I'm Griffin Youngs, joined by Christian Volet. As always, good to see you, buddy. You know, it's been a
It's
while.
been like 5 hours, maybe. I also just want to comment on this too. I don't know if you noticed it last time we did a show. We both were wearing white, and today we're both wearing gray. This just shows you how in sync we are as friends. Because we never talk about our wardrobe. I just noticed it today. So that's a good chuckle. And yeah, like I said, we're back again because that game tonight between the Avs and the Stars, game of the year. Game of the year, not just the Avs game of the year, but in the NHL.
NHL game of the year. What a day. What a day. Has to be, in my opinion, I can't think of one off the top of my head. Maybe you can. The best day since they won the Stanley Cup in 22?
I think it is. And it's just, there's been a lot of good days, but nothing quite like this where you get the off-ice storyline with Kadri coming back and you get the just absolutely gutsy road comeback win against the Stars. I don't think it's crazy to say that since the Stanley Cup in 22, there's not a day that has even come close to it.
Like Landeskog's return, that's one.
Yeah, but you lost that game.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said when someone brought that up. Is like, yeah, but they did lose that game. Him scoring, though, that was pretty sick.
That was a good day. That was a great day.
Other than that, I mean, like I don't know, beating Winnipeg didn't really. It was fun, but like didn't feel like that monumental triumph of like winning a first round series.
No, I mean this is by far like one of the best days since that fateful day in 2022. Like it's just been...
Again, you look at Nazem Kadri returns, which in itself awesome. We didn't think it was happening. It was 2:00 Mountain Time. The trade deadline was an hour prior. We were just wondering if the Avs did anything at all at the deadline, let alone Kadri. We thought the Kadri dream was dead, like we said in the emergency pod after the Patrick Waugh trade, the Nick Waugh trade. A lot of Wahs in this organization, but we thought the dream was dead. And then you get that, and then you had to just go and watch this massive game against the Stars, like to this point, the biggest game you've had all year in Dallas. And it is an absolute barn burner. The Avs fall behind a bit early. They fight their way back into it. They tie the game with 13 seconds left. They tie and win it on the tiebreakers in the shootout for the comeback road win in Dallas to get a crucial extra point on the Stars. Like for a regular season day, I don't think we're ever going to top that.
No, it's hard with that Kadri news for anything to like supplant it as the biggest story of the day. Somehow this game made that news be like, okay, let's put that on the back burner for like 30 minutes because that was the biggest story. And that's all Avs fans were talking about, me included. I was like, it's impossible to get not impossible to get excited for this game, but it's going to be impossible for it to live up to what we just had happen with the euphoria of getting Nazem Kadri back. And that game brought out all of the emotions of like, oh yeah, this team's still really fucking good. And now they're going to add Nazem Kadri to it.
Yep. And then going up against a Dallas Stars team who, like, these are the two best teams in the NHL.
I don't even think it's close.
It's not close. There's no way around it. Whenever these two teams have met over the last several years, they put on the best show. They are the two best teams. They are the best matchup in the league. It is the best product that the league can put out. We can sit here and hate the Dallas Stars all we want. You have to respect them because they are everything they say they are. They are that good, and we are that good. And every time we play, it is magic.
I hate the Dallas Stars with a fiery passion. Like I loathe them, but God damn it, do I respect them? Like you know exactly what you're going to get when you play the Dallas Stars. Exactly what you're going to get going up against them. And yes, they were shorthanded tonight without Mikko Rantanen. That's a big storyline. But they're still a really, really good hockey team. And it's not even a question for me who the two best teams are in the NHL. It's these two. I think Tampa and Minnesota are close. I don't often feel bad for Minnesota, but it's kind of a crock of shit that they have to face Dallas in the first round. Like that blows for them.
Yeah, like that. Like we've talked about it all year. The playoff format in the West is an absolute joke. These teams are going to play in the second round this year. The two best teams are going to play in round 2. And the only way you can justify that is it gives whoever comes out of the Pacific a fighting chance, because these two teams are going to maul each other that entire series. But however great that series was last year, if they do it again this year, it's going to be even better, because I feel like both of them are better now than they were last year.
Like, here's the thing. I don't even have to worry about it. Like, I'm just mentally preparing myself for Game 7. Like, there will be a Game 7, hopefully this time around on Colorado's home ice, and it's going 7. Like, these two teams are so equal that it's destined to go 7. I don't know.
We went 5 months between games for whatever reason, and it ended the exact same score, the exact same result, just opposite teams. The Stars won in the shootout in Colorado, 5-4, and then the Avs go to Dallas and win in the shootout, 5-4. We've gone through this entire season, and we just got the same result, except the Avs won the tiebreaker this time. Like, they haven't gotten a real result in either game, which, again, I'll get this out of the way first because I don't want to spend 30 minutes raging on it later. Again, that is a fucking joke that game ended in a shootout. That is the best game you're going to see all year, and it is a travesty that it did not end in overtime. It came close, but that game ending in a shootout is fucking ridiculous. I don't care if the Avs won. I have to be consistent with it. I can't just write it off because the Avs actually won one for once. It sucks. That sucks. There is no reason for that whatsoever. I was so mad that game did not get the ending it deserved.
Yeah, I was hoping. I was like, that last minute, I was like, because based off the Avs' track record in shootouts, they aren't good. Like, Scott Wedgwood, great in 65 minutes of playing time. Like, you can count on him to make big saves. In the shootout, he looks like a beer league goalie. He looks like a beer league goalie. I don't know what it is, but he makes 2 big saves in it, and the Avs convert on 2 chances off great moves by Val and Marty Necas. I agree with you. The shootout is it's a very boring way to end a hockey game. Like, it's lost its luster of being like the fantastic ending to a game. It sucks all the momentum out of it. And I don't know. Like, I'm glad the Avs won, but I agree with you. It would have been better if they just, like, I wish Bednar, and I forget the Stars' new coach's name. Great head of hair on that guy. What's his name?
Glenn Gulletson.
That's a lot of G's.
Nothing wrong with that.
I wish they would have just been like, hey, man, you just want to go 5 more minutes? Yeah, let's just go 5 more minutes. Because I would have preferred that. But, hey, it's a win. And like you said, it's exactly even. Like, they both have the same amount of goals for. They both have the same amount of goals against. And they both have 3 points against each other. Like, it's as even as it can get. And I don't think Minnesota's going to beat Dallas. I don't think they're going to. But if they can give them a little bit of hell and just beat the hell out of them for 6 or 7 games and get it going, I would love that. But I just don't see a world where these two teams don't match up in the second round.
Yeah. I mean, this game, the push and pull in this game was so fascinating to watch. The Stars, I feel like, are the only team that can put the Avs on the back foot in the way that they do. Because, like, there's times the Avs, can't clear the zone or whatever. The way the Stars do it, of hemming them in their own zone and forcing the turnovers and forcing the Avs to panic, especially early in this game, was so clear. But then once the Avs settle down and take control, like, I don't think anyone's doing that to Dallas that much. Like, not to the degree that the Avs do. It's like, these are 2 heavyweights in their element, throwing haymakers at each other, and they have not scored a knockout punch yet in 2 games. They've had it go to a decision in tiebreakers. Like, it's been 2 incredibly high class games, and this is the best product that the NHL has.
Yeah, I completely agree. And I just, like, you look at it from that perspective where the Avs get an early 1-0 lead off the power play goal from Cale Makar, which, here's the thing. Cale Makar needed that goal more than anything against Jake Ottinger, because Jake Ottinger has had his number the past, like, 7 times they've played. Yeah. Like, go back to the playoff series, the amount of amazing saves Ottinger made on Cale Makar was like, I know Makar didn't have a great series. He could have had a phenomenal series if he converted on 3 of the 10 great chances he had against Ottinger. He gets the power play goal, gives him 1-0 lead, but all of a sudden you blink your eye and it's 3-1 Stars. Like, it's just like, that's just how good the Stars are. They can just hem you in your own zone and just create so many chances. And I mean, Mackenzie Blackwood was not good tonight. I don't think we need to sugarcoat it. He was bad. That goal because the first goal was that the Duchesne tip?
It's credited to Miro Haskin, and Duchesne didn't touch it. I think it went off of Taze. Then you get the Wyatt Johnston goal where the Avs were in their own zone for what felt like 90 straight seconds.
Yep.
And which, again, it's a beautiful play from Wyatt Johnston. Like,
that line dominated the Avs tonight. Yeah. They dominated. Like, that line was so good tonight for the Stars.
Yeah, it's an unbelievable shot. The third one from Justin, I can't even begin to.
Yeah, I don't know his name either.
I'm going to try my best. Herskowian? That's not even close. You know what? We're just going to call him Justin.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm usually pretty good at these. I don't have a fucking clue how to do that one. So Justin here, the Mackenzie Blackwood, he had the yips today. Yeah. Like, he came into this game nervous, and you already didn't love the 2 goals on 4 shots before that, but at least you could say, well, it was a tipped power play goal and a perfect shot from Wyatt Johnston. This one, he just throws it into Devon Taze's leg, and then it goes right to the main man Justin over there, who I can't pronounce that name, I'm sorry, and he's just scrambling around in his own crease, and he can't get back, and it's deposited into the wide open net. And for most of the game, that was the difference until literally 13 seconds left. That was the difference in the game, because they were both making mistakes and getting capitalized on. Should have been a 3-3 game, but Jake Ottinger didn't have a play like that, and Mackenzie Blackwood did, and that's why it sat at 4-3 for over half the game.
Yep. It was not a great game for Mackenzie Blackwood. I'm not taking anything from this that he's lost his starter's crease. I don't think that's the case.
No, it was just a bad game. You do start Scott Wedgwood against Minnesota.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. You start him, and then you give Blackwood against Edmonton. Give him a couple days just to recuperate. But it was not his best performance. I'm not worried at all. Like, he's been good ever since the break ended. I got no worries. But that's just the importance of having a good backup in Scott Wedgwood. Like, that's the importance of it. He came in and locked down the game. So yeah, it wasn't the best from Blackwood. And then that 4th goal that he gave up to Ben. Like, first off, Josh Manson getting hit off the puck by a 5'9" guy. Didn't have that on my bingo card for things that were going to happen in this game. But he gets pulled after that, and then Wedgwood comes in and he doesn't let one beat him. Doesn't let one get past him.
Nope. He made a couple of huge saves, especially in that second period. But also, the Avs only gave up 10 shots against him for the entire game after he came in. So outside of the occasional odd turnover that led to a grade A scoring chance, the Avs really did not give up a ton in this game. I mean, Dallas finishes this game with only 21 shots.
Yeah.
Like, not a great offensive output for the Stars, but they scored 4 goals on 11 shots to start the game, essentially. Yeah, it was not a good night for Mackenzie Blackwood. And, I mean, people are having like, oh, Scott Wedgwood's the starter now. He needs to be a starter for game 1 of the playoffs. Jared Bednar has said all year that's the hottest hand. Like, the conversation we're having right now doesn't matter. Whoever's starting in game 1 is starting because they have the hot hand. And maybe that is Scott Wedgwood, but it doesn't even matter right now. Because if Blackwood is playing better than Wedgwood down the stretch, he's going to start. If Wedgwood's playing better than Blackwood down the stretch, he's going to start. And then in the playoffs, it's going to be the same thing. If someone gets pulled, that guy's going to stay in until it's time for the other guy to come in.
Well, and you go back to 5 months ago, Scott Wedgwood got pulled in the game against Dallas in that first game, and Trent Miner came in.
Isn't it weird that we just have the exact same game happening, basically?
Yeah. It was Trent Miner had to come in because Blackwood was still dealing with injury. So it's not – I completely agree with you. It's going to be who's the hot hand. I think they lean Blackwood just based off of the previous playoffs, but they have 2 really good goalies, and they're going to go with the one that gives them the best chance to win. And I don't think I have to remind you or Avs fans, in 2022, Frankie came in and won. He swept the Oilers. He swept the Oilers in the Western Conference Final. Like, it's okay to have 2 good goalies and 2 capable goalies in your system.
Yeah, you need it. Like, we already won a cup with it before. And I'm not worried about Blackwood, but he was in his head this game. It was a very uncharacteristic mistake of them. But there's also another thing that the Avs have done numerous times this year. Their goalies have been really good most of the time. more than once, their goalies have had a bad game and they've stepped up to bail them out. Because this very easily could have been, Blackwood screwed it for us tonight. It's just a lost night. They gave up 10 shots the rest of the game and came back to win, and now nobody cares. They've done it with Wedgwood before. They've done it with Blackwood before. There have been times where they just haven't been great, but the team has stepped up around them, and I think that goes over really well. Like, that's not something that goes unnoticed.
Yeah, it doesn't go unnoticed, and you look at it too, where it's not only you pull the goalie to get the guy who's struggling out, but it also wakes up the rest of the team. Like, oh shit, we just had our goalie get pulled. Like, we need to step our shit up, and it worked to a T tonight. It worked to a T. So it's going to be an interesting road when we get to game 1 of the playoffs. I'm going to trust Jared Bednar to figure out what goalie is going to be in the crease. That's really my opinion of it. Like, I don't think there's much debate.
Yeah, there's so many things to talk about.
Yeah, let's talk about the power play.
The other thing we haven't even talked about, the Avs snapped the Stars' 10-game win streak.
Yeah, they did. That's pretty cool.
That rules.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Should we talk about the power play? Because for the first time all year, I don't know how we have this conversation, because the entire year has been the power play sucked. The power play sucks. Since the break, are we entering like maybe they're mediocre on the power play?
Yeah, that was a very competent power play in this game. And you know what they did? They swapped Necas and MacKinnon.
Mm-hmm.
You saw in game 1 of the break without MacKinnon, you put Necas in that slot, he scores that one-timer goal. MacKinnon, working like net level, is working gangbusters. Like, you can't touch this. That was the fix all along. They go 2 for 5 in this game, and they score on the very first one they have, and it's Cale Makar beating Jake Ottinger, which, like you said earlier, was huge. But then they get a power play very late in the first period, and they execute it almost perfectly to get MacKinnon that one-timer that makes it a 1-goal game with 2 seconds left. They have 3 more power plays throughout the game. They didn't score on them, but I didn't think they looked that bad.
Like, I thought the third one was the worst of the 5.
Yes, I would agree.
But other than that, like, that power play they had late in the third period, I loved it. I loved the execution. I loved the movement on it. You just had that one mess up where I don't think Brock was expecting to get the puck back from Cale.
Yeah, that was a bad decision from Cale.
Yeah, that was a bad decision. You just need Cale to shoot there, because Brock's going in there or looking for a tip, and it kind of flubs it. But it almost frustrates me that it's like, oh, so they did have the ability to do this all year long.
So it was literally just that the whole time.
Yeah,
you just had to flip Necas and MacKinnon, and now you are again 2 for 5, and the Stars went 1 for 4.
1 for 4, correct.
You won the special teams battle. You won the game. Like, look how difficult this has been the whole time. If you win the special teams battle, you're going to be in a very good spot to win that game. Hard-hitting analysis, but apparently that's what they needed to hear.
And it's not – it's just that's the difference in the playoff series last year too. Like, if your special teams executes, you win that series.
You win game 3, and you win that series. Yep. You're up 3-1. You probably still win in 6, and you're moving on. Who knows what happens from there if you score 1 power play goal in game 3.
And it's just, I am very, very hopeful that this power play continues this way and they continue to execute the way they've been executing, because I forget what Connor McGahey tweeted out. They're at like 27% since the All-Star or the Olympic break. If we're getting 27, we were only asking for 20. Yeah. 27. Sign us the fuck up, man. Like, that is beautiful. If you can continue to get that, you're just in such a good spot. And this team, in my opinion, is unbeatable if the power play is executing.
Yeah, because Happy learned how to putt.
Yeah, like, I love that tweet. It's hard to win when your special team stinks, and you had the special team step up. The penalty kill, oh my God, they weren't great in the first one, but in that third period, they get 3 back to back massive kills. And a lot of it was self-inflicted wounds by the Avs in that third period to get those penalties. I don't I don't know how they got called for that too many men on the ice. Like, how does that happen in that situation?
How, like,
How does that
genuinely,
happen?
how in that situation when you're killing a penalty in a game like this, how does that happen? I do not understand how you do that in that situation. But the penalty kill did their job. And like they had to kill one off to start the third period, and then the 5-on-3 for 20 seconds, like 5 minutes after that, and then kill off the rest of the penalty.
Yep.
And they did it. And that felt like it changed the game. Stars score there, it's over. Like that's the game.
Score there, it's over. And you get 3 massive kills against the second best power play unit in the NHL.
Yep.
So pretty damn good special teams performance by the Avs. Unreal. Like it was just like, oh, okay, like we can do this. We can do this. And I do think there is a little bit, like, obviously this won't be gone until you beat the Stars in the playoffs, but they need to, like, almost in a basketball reference, see one go through the net that they can beat these guys.
I think that's why this game felt so important. Losing 2 in a row to Dallas, even though there'd been 5 months between games, I think would have sucked. I think it would have gotten in their head a little bit. They're like, maybe we can't. There's just always seems to be shit that goes wrong whenever we play this team. Tying that game with 13 seconds left and actually then finishing the job in the shootout. Like I said this before they won it. Like I think finishing the job is huge, standings wise, obviously, but mentally is going to be huge for them. Just to be able to go to war with the Stars and come out on top, because that is a real concern that you have mentally with this team right now. It's like, can we overcome? You can beat this team. In a 7-game playoff series, the Stars had their moments in this game, but when the Avs got rolling and were controlling the puck, I like their odds to win 4 times out of 7 against this team.
Oh, and add Nazem Kadri back into the mix too.
Add some Kadri into the mix as well. Not even in this game. They'll hopefully have him for Sunday against Minnesota. It goes back to the point. What a day.
Yep.
What a day. What an amazing day. And the guy that's just, there's so much to talk about. The lead's kind of getting buried. Marty Necas had 4 points in this game. He has been the best player in the league post-Olympics.
Best player in the league. And it's really getting me excited, because if he can continue to do this in the playoffs, that's going to be the key. If this is the Marty Necas we're getting in the playoffs, I feel very confident.
It would be so bizarre if you don't. Because he just did it in the Olympics, which you can argue is a bigger stage than the playoffs, depending on how you look at things. And he just went into this game against Dallas, the rough and tumble Dallas Stars, throwing cross checks, going into the board. Like, this looks like a completely different version of Marty Necas. You watch the Marty Necas from the playoffs last year, he does not look like this. Not at all. Not even a little bit. This Marty Necas in the playoffs, it will get you very, very far. He was terrific in this game. If he's ripping shots like that, the one that made it the 1-goal game, the passes he's setting up, like the little things that he's doing. You didn't see any of this last year. Like, I really do think that extension just kind of got the gears turning in his brain a little bit, because like in Carolina, he wasn't happy. In Colorado last year, there's so much turmoil and everything, and like, came in January in that massive trade, and everyone else is still going in and out. And then there's all the contract talks and everything hanging over his head. They finally signed that deal, and it feels like he got comfortable. And now we are seeing what Marty Necas is. And he's worth every cent of what they signed him for.
You know how hard it is to outshine Cale Makar and Nathan MacKinnon when they both have 2 and 3-point nights, respectively?
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to outshine those two, and Marty Necas did. He did. Like, he was phenomenal tonight. I loved that goal that MacKinnon set him up on. Just a beautiful, beautiful shot by Marty Necas. And it goes back to the point we make where this team is too unselfish sometimes. And it's like, just shoot the puck, guys. Like, you guys are so talented. I want you guys to shoot the puck. Like, I love the unselfishness. Just shoot the fucking puck. Just shoot it. And Marty did. And then he gets the primary assist on the game-tying goal to Val, just wins a board battle, gets it out to Val. Val rips that shot, and it's just beautiful. And you see Marty Necas in the shootout. That breakaway, that shootout move is just like, that's become his patented move. And he was the MVP of this game. He was the MVP. And it is insane that if that's the version you're getting, I don't know who's stopping this team.
Yeah. Like, I think the only thing you can say about this game is like, oh, the depth scoring didn't do a ton, but when you like your top line's performing like that, you know you're about to get it.
Mm-hmm.
You're about to get some big reinforcements in your depth. To get 4 goals out of them in a massive game like that, just massive. To have your power play come through like that, to have your penalty kill come through like that, to have your backup goalie come through like that with Wedgwood. It's just, this win feels so good, and getting Kadri just feels so good right now. Like, it has not felt this good to be an Avs fan in a while. Not that it's been bad, but like, it feels real good right now.
Real good. Like, it's hard to, like, I'm going to sleep so well tonight, just knowing I get to wake up Sunday morning, Nazem Kadri doing his first lap back, like all the videos, like the ovation he's going to get. And, oh yeah, you still have the best team in the league who gets their biggest win of the year, and in a rare spot where they're going to be out for revenge against the Wild on Sunday. Like, they came into your building like a week and a half ago. Fugazi or not, they beat you. You need to go out there and beat them. And you can go get 4 of 4 points out of these 2 Central Division games and really, really create some distance between you and the Wild. Because I do think if the Avs win that game, the Wild are pretty much out of the one, like, winning the Central.
Yeah, right now the Avalanche are 11 points up on Minnesota.
Yeah.
With a game.
Like, I think that if the Avs win that one, you can just be like, okay, the Wild aren't going to catch you. Like, it's done.
Wrap it up, call it a wash. Right now,
and the Wild are beating the Knights right now 3-0. So
it's going to be started forever ago. It's still going.
It's 3-0 at the end of the second.
Yeah. Well, it's also Vegas. They're not real.
Yeah. Michael MacKinnon scored.
Good for him.
Yeah. So overall, man, like, that was just an awesome, awesome game. And you talk about Marty Necas. Nathan MacKinnon gets a goal, his 42nd of the year. But to me, I thought Val Nichushkin, this was his best game in months.
Yeah.
And
for him to get that goal.
Yep. Massive.
Huge. Like, again, because he had the double post right after the Avs' last power play, which, again, how the fuck does this keep happening? The Avs have had more double posts. I feel like they've had at least 10 this year.
I want to see like a Zapruder type film on that goal, because I've never seen a puck just hug the line as much as that one did. Because
it's harder to do that than actually just score.
Yeah. Yeah. And you would think that Val's just never going to score again. He's just never going to score. And he gets the goal to tie it. And I love the move by.
Yeah. Underrated thing. Bednar put him on the ice.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. He put him on the ice in that situation, on the cold streak that he is, because Jared Bednar knows what Val Nichushkin is, and he rewarded him. And it was so good to see him, just like you said earlier, to see one go through the hoop. I don't think Val Nichushkin's going to score a goal every single game from here on, but he's going to start getting going here again. Like, that is such a massive boost to your confidence. He's at 13 right now. Unreasonable to say he finishes with 20.
I think he needed this one in the worst way. He needed to get that one to go in. And it's not like Val's been bad. No. It's just he's been a shell of himself compared to what we've come to expect with him. And this was the best game he's played in a very long time. He finally gets off the schneid, and hopefully it's just a start of bigger and better things coming up for him for going into the playoffs. So I love that Val is going to get going again. And I just keep going back to the fact that, like, you have Nazem Kadri coming in too. Like, your depth scoring is going to come. Like, it's going to come. So
it's already the best team in the league that has won 5 of 6 post deadline and 4 in a row, and is adding Nazem Kadri. And we can be lame and debate like, oh, Kadri's not as good as he used to be. It's like I said in the emergency pod, like, that's almost not even the point. No. It's the fact that you're bringing Nazem Kadri home and giving this whole team that shot in the arm. Do I think Nazem Kadri is going to score at an 81-point pace? No, I don't. Doesn't matter, though, because he's going to be good here. Nazem Kadri, we're talking about the fucking Avalanche here. They don't need Nazem Kadri to score at an 80-point pace for the rest of the season. They need him to be Nazem Kadri and be that shit stirrer and to score a goal or two in important moments. Basically, that's really all they're asking from him, and to be that guy that with Landeskog rallies people to the fight. You're adding that to this team that is now turning back the clock to December and brushing away that horrible January that they had and winning big games and looking better and better, it feels like, every night.
Better and better. And like, here's the thing. Nick Waugh makes his debut tonight. I had no complaints. I mean, he was fine. Played 8 minutes, almost 9.
Give him a minute.
Yeah, he's going to get some time. Again, now that you have Nazem Kadri, I'm not expecting Nick Waugh to come on here and set the world on fire.
He's not even a center anymore.
Yeah, like just go out there. I don't think he got any penalty killing time, did he?
Oh, there's so much in this game. Yeah. My brain only has so much room for so much info.
I don't think he did. So I like Nick Waugh. I mean, he took that hard hit from Bork in the first period.
But what did he do? What did he do after that?
Went and tried to start some shit.
Yeah, went right after it. He did not take that lying down, and he went right after him.
And I like the way he plays. Like, I think he's going to be a great addition to the team, add even more punch to the bottom six defensively, a little bit more snarl. And, man.
I'm sorry. Look at this fucking depth chart right now in that bottom.
I'm looking at it.
Where you are talking about a line of potentially take your pick for whoever you want. On like Ross Colton there, I guess. Colton.
I liked Ross Colton's game tonight. I thought he was really good.
He looked good. Colton, Kadri, Waugh. Your fourth line of Kelly, Drury, Logan O'Connor, or Kiviranta, or Brindley. That's a Stanley Cup winning team. Like, that is Stanley Cup depth.
That third line's going to have some snarl to it, man. If it's Kadri, Waugh,
and it's like you do have to feel really bad for Victor Olofsson.
Yes. Like, that sucks, man.
Like that.
I do feel bad for him. He's the sacrificial lamb. He's the Tyson Jost of this year, hopefully.
Yeah. But also, you look at that line with Victor Olofsson versus without Victor Olofsson, you're like, that's tough to argue. When you look at the quality of that line, now you're like, sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He'll still get his name on the cup. He will. I'm pretty sure because he played over 50 games with the Avs.
Yeah. I think so.
Like, if they win the cup, his name will be on it. He can get a ring. Unfortunately, he's the sacrificial lamb. And I wish
Tyson Jost
the best. Huh?
Did Tyson Jost get his name on the cup and a ring?
I think he could have had. I think he had the option to. I don't think he did it though.
Why?
I don't know. He technically wasn't there. I do feel bad for Victor Olofsson. Like that's a tough pill to swallow. Like he was probably just sitting around all day, just being like, please.
He gave an interview the same day saying, "Oh, I'm excited to play with Nick Waugh again. We've got a big game tonight against Dallas."
To go from being the Stanley Cup contender to you're not making the playoffs
and you're not even like you're like, I'm trying to win a Stanley Cup this year too. Well, hopefully I can have a good last 20 games to get myself a nice contract.
Yeah. To go from a team with 93 points to a team with 55 points is quite a gut punch. And you feel sick for Victor Olofsson, but like you said, they got better. The Avs got better.
Like again, you look at Colton, Kadri, Waugh. It just every time I looked at the trade deadline, it's like I said, with adding the extra forward, is like it's probably Olofsson that gets squeezed out of the lineup if no one gets moved here. So it just made the most sense, unfortunately for him, because again, you look at this team and man, they're fucking loaded.
Oof. They're fun, man. They're going to be these last 20 games are going to be awesome. Awesome. Like I am they're going to be appointment watch television, and it helps they play a ton of big games, but oh my God. And the fact that you get the Wild on national TV on Sunday, Kadri's return, hopefully. Again, what the fuck's going on with immigration?
Right. I guess it's just good now.
Yeah. Like Waugh plays in this game, which we weren't expecting, but Kadri held up at the border.
When they tweeted that Nick Waugh was at morning skate, I was like, how?
Wait,
What
this
happened?
happened this fast?
I was expecting him next week, and Kadri is okay. Maybe he can't physically get on the plane in time to get here for the game, but it's like it's not even a problem anymore. Like, so what was the deal with MacKinnon all those years ago that it took 15 days to get him through immigration?
That was insane. And we did, after we got done recording, Kadri met with the media, our very own Colleen Flynn. I saw her in a couple videos, and I was like, hey, I know that lady. I know her. Hi, Colleen.
Hi, Colleen.
Yeah. Hi, Colleen. And I did find it just funny because I watched that video, and it's just they're on Zoom, and all of them have their hand up to ask a question. I just found it very funny. But Kadri goes on there, and he was saying, he's like, I'm already texting with Nate, already texting with Gale, already texting with Gabe. We're ready to get going. Like, it's just, he's going to be a jolt of energy into this team that I don't think you can quantify how important it is. I really don't.
It's the same thing with Gabe and him coming back. Like, you can't quantify how important that is. And I don't think there was another move they could have made that has this effect other than cloning Gabe Landeskog.
Cloning Gabe Landeskog.
Kadri's the only guy out there. You can trade for a guy, a 3C, a high-end 3C, like Ryan O'Reilly or Vincent Trocheck, and you're like, nice, good player. There's a reason why everyone is so over the moon happy about this. And again, like, I understand that Kadri, like, his game has taken a little bit of a dip over the last couple of years, but I also am like, well, he's also been in Calgary where there's not that incentive there. They're not good. And then you put a guy like Nazem Kadri back on a Stanley Cup contending team, put him in a playoff series against the Dallas Stars. He's going to rise to that occasion. He thrives on that stuff. He will love every single second of starting scrums in front of the net and being a pain in the ass. He loves it. He lives for it.
Dude, I can't contain my smile with how exciting. Like, I want to close my eyes and open them, and it's Sunday, and we get to watch Nazem Kadri against the Minnesota Wild. Like, I just want to close my eyes and sleep till Sunday.
And it's also, the thing is, like, he could have gone to Minnesota or Dallas. Like, that was a real threat that was on the table. Of, like, he might not only not come to the Avs, he might end up in Dallas.
Yep.
Like, that, there was those nightmare scenarios out there. Yeah. So for it to have worked out as perfectly as it did is just, I still can't believe it. I still can't believe it. And then to have that game go the way that it did, what a perfect day. What an absolutely perfect day. We'll cover more on it in just a few seconds. Have to take a quick break and get a word from our sponsors. We'll be back in 30.
Golf season is here, and Denver Golf Passes make it easier than ever to play. Start your golf journey with Learn and Play 1.0. 5 clinics, 5 rounds, 5 buckets. Already playing? Take your game up a level with Learn and Play 2.0. Or grab the Friends and Family Pass. 20 par 3 rounds and 30 mini golf or range sessions. And for new players wanting reps, the Practice and Play Pass gives you 10 rounds and 15 range buckets. Find the pass that fits your game. Visit cityofdenvergolf.com.
All right. And we are back. No, only the one. That's all the instruction I got for today was just the one. And we're back. I just totally blanked. What were we talking about?
We were talking about just like the excitement for Naz coming back Sunday against the Wild. That is going to be an electric environment. And I know we talked in the emergency pod about going to the game. After I hung up with the call today, I went and looked at prices for the tickets. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't think if we go to that, I don't know if I'd ever be able to financially recover from it.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about it because I'm gonna have to work that morning. I'll be back.
Okay, good.
I'll be back for the game itself, I'm sure. Okay, yeah, I'm looking at this now. It was not like that before.
No. We'd never be able to financially recover from that.
I mean, like, if I was available, I think I could do it. But,
I could do it. Don't get me wrong. I would go. It's just
make no mistake. I'm not poor. Don't think I'm poor. But look at us. We're podcast hosts. We're swimming in it. But,
maybe we can talk Nate into buying us some tickets for it.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I'm so mad that we have our first spring practice.
Yeah.
That morning.
It'll be okay. It'll be just as fun. The only downside, I wish it was the altitude broadcast. It's gonna be kind of a bummer. That's gonna be the TNT broadcast. We got national TV for both games coming up this week against and Edmonton, so we're prepared for that. But should we preview that game? Well, let's preview that Wild game because we'll hopefully more than likely be back after that Wild game. Just based on, I mean, depending on if the game's worthy of coming on here.
We're not going to have a ton of chances this week because of the Mountain West tournaments. So
yeah,
we'll see. We'll figure it out.
But this Wild game, both teams are going to have a day off in between the game. It won't be a back-to-back for the first time all year that neither of these teams will be on a back-to-back facing each other, I think.
I thought the first one was clean, wasn't it?
Maybe. I can't remember. I honestly can't remember. But the Avs are going to be out for a little bit of revenge. I don't think there's going to be another scenario where they give up where they're on the penalty kill for like 6 straight minutes. I don't think another situation like that is going to happen. I think the Avs win this game convincingly, and I think Nazem Kadri scores in this game. I think the Avs win 5-2.
The roof will blow off the building. Yeah, I think it goes pretty similar to how the first pair of matchups did, where Minnesota stole one, then the Avs blew them out of the building. Minnesota steals one, then the Avs, I think, they're gonna run them out of the building in this game. Kadri's return, all the energy in that building. I think 5-2 is a pretty fair score. Again, I'd agree with you on that.
Yeah, I just think that this team is going to go on a run right now, and they are going to, even though Dallas just had that great run, where again, like that just shows you how good the Avs are. The Stars just won 10 games in a row, and they only got a point and only gained like 3 points on the Avs total.
Yep. Like they're still 7 points back, and the Avs still have a game in hand after the Stars just got 21 of 22 points.
Yep. It just shows you how good the Avs are.
And it shows that the Avs just went into the break cold as fuck.
Yep.
And it didn't matter because now they're just hot again. They've won 5 of 6, and now they're closing the gap. Now they're on their own 4-game win streak.
Well, and here's the thing. A certain player came back after the Olympic break, and I don't think it's a coincidence the Avs are 4-1. I don't think it's a coincidence at that point. But I'm excited for that game against Minnesota. The lead up with Nas coming back is just my favorite part of Nas coming back is I just got to watch all of the old goals he scored in that cup year. And I'm just like, fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Like this is sweet. Like this guy rocks. I'm so excited to watch him. And I can't wait for it. We did have, I don't know if you talked about it in the emergency show after I hopped off. A couple other trades happened in the NHL, which were a little bit, not head scratching, but just surprising. Yeah. John Carlson on the move from your Washington Capitals to the Anaheim Ducks. And I know you have I don't know what the best word to describe it is, a love-hate relationship with John Carlson. But how do you feel now that he is no longer a member of the Caps?
That is the first trade in a long time that I think like genuinely hurt.
Yeah.
That actually like upset me a bit. Yeah. Happened at 1 a.m. Eastern.
Brutal.
Like the strangest thing ever. I legitimately didn't think it was going to happen. I laughed it off. I was like, why would they do that right now? They're never going to trade that guy. He's been on for 17 years. John Carlson debuted when I was 9 years old back in 2009 in that 09-10 season. And what an emotional roller coaster it has been to go to bed with that. I didn't sleep for a couple hours because like I just started going back on a nostalgia kick of like, that's it. That like I know at the end is when Ovechkin retires, but that kind of felt like it brought the curtain down on that era because I don't know if you know this, but in the 2018 Capitals, the only ones left are Alex Ovechkin and Tom Wilson.
Yeah,
that's it. Everybody else is gone now. Again, John Carlson, 17 years. I do not remember a Capitals team without John Carlson. Because remember,
what are the odds that he just re-signs with them in the offseason?
It's not 0. I wouldn't be shocked if that did happen somehow along the way. It would certainly make it feel a lot better.
Yeah, because
But
you get the first round pick. Like, they got a good return for it.
like again, but it wasn't really about the return. It was just kind of like wow, I gotten old. That's how I felt like that, because again, the Caps and the Avs, especially the Caps when I was in high school, that was my whole life. That whole team for those 4 years was my entire personality. And to have that team win and everything that happened with that team, to see it like Backstrom retired, Oshie retired. The difference was you knew those were coming. They hadn't played and like they were hurt to shit and couldn't play anymore. I was going to bed. Mm-hmm. And John Carlson just out of nowhere traded to Anaheim. I was like, that's never happened before. I knew Braden Holtby was leaving when he left in free agency, so I was ready for that. This was the first time I was like genuinely shocked and like upset by a trade. Like again, 17 years with a guy who's been around since I was 9 years old, traded on a 1 a.m. on a Thursday. Yeah. It's like I don't even have a good comparison to what that would be like for the Avs. The closest one I could think of was like in a few years from now, Gabe Landeskog just gets traded before the deadline in like the middle of the week.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever going to happen. But
I didn't think this would ever happen. It's the kind of thing where it's like you don't think that ever happens.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder if they spoke to him and were like, hey.
It doesn't sound like it. He didn't know until he woke up.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a dog-eat-dog world out there. And, I mean, that Anaheim pick, we think Anaheim's going to be good next year. Is it top 10 protected?
So if they don't make the playoffs this year, it transferred. Hold on. Let me double-check that.
Yeah, I couldn't remember because I know there's a weird protection on it. And the Ducks feel pretty confident they're going to make the playoffs. But, I mean, just as an unbiased Caps fan, when I look at it for you, that first-round pick, the Caps have been elite at identifying talent in the middle of the draft. Like that is a valuable pick for the Washington Capitals. I think that they came out winners of that trade just because you're elite at drafting. You're an elite drafting team. I think they're going to use that pick and get a very good player for it.
So it is a 2026 first-round pick, which is this year. If they fail to qualify for the playoffs, it will probably transfer to next year. So if the Ducks make it, it's a this year first-round pick. And right now, the Ducks, points percentage-wise, is it points-wise as well? It is points-wise now, are leading the Pacific Division. So if all goes to plan and all division winners make the conference final, that would be the 29th overall pick.
Okay. So I think it's a good pick. It's a good trade. It sucks just because you don't want – I also just – did you just see that? The Avs are – the difference between the Central and the Pacific is 20 points for their first-place teams.
It's a fucking joke. We're like, this is a Ducks team we just smoked on the second half of a back-to-back. You could see them in the conference final.
The Avs are 20 points ahead of them. Those are two first-place teams in the West.
Ridiculous.
So I like the trade for the Caps. I like it for the Ducks. I just think it's crazy when you see players like John Carlson getting traded, and I think there's a real possibility he goes back.
It's not a 0% chance. Like it feels like you're saying goodbye forever, but like John Carlson's still good, and I think he does want to retire here. Yeah. But it's just so weird to see him in another jersey because again, I was 9. He's literally been on the team every single year that I have been a fan. Because when I was younger, I was a football guy. Like I was all about the Ravens. I didn't really start getting into hockey until
shout out Max Crosby going to the Ravens.
Yeah, Max Crosby. What a fucking day this has been. This is the weirdest day of my life.
It's been a good day for you.
It's been a weird day to start it with the low of the John Carlson trade. Because I'm not gonna lie, that hurt my feelings a bit. It's like I'm 25 now. I'm bald. They're trading all my favorite players. And that's it. Ovechkin might retire at the end of this year, and I'm looking back at it all. I'm like, wow, what a ride it's been. And then nothing happens at the trade deadline. Then they go get Nazem Kadri. Then the Ravens go get Max Crosby. Then the Avs go win this game. Like, great, I feel better now.
Yeah. It's a good day. It's a good day. I did as we wrap up the show. We made fun of the insiders earlier this week, which they had a rough week, but. Elliot Friedman, still the GOAT. He broke 25 of the trades, and everyone else combined for like 11. So,
like I've had my criticisms of Elliot less than other people, but when the lights are on and it is fucking showtime, Elliot Friedman shows up. And I do have to formally apologize to Pierre LeBrun because he was on it with John Carlson. I laughed that off. And this is my formal apology that, you know what, he was right.
He was right. I don't think there was any other big trades we need to cover.
No, we can go through them here pretty quickly. There was nothing that happened today. It was not a very interesting deadline, I wouldn't think, but there were some things that happened, some interesting things. I think some people were just a little too convinced that Trocheck had to move right now, that Robert Thomas was going to get moved right now. But there was still some ones that came through. We can still tie it back to the Avs because Frank Cervalli, who did not have a good day, tweeted that the Avs and the Leafs had engaged again on Bobby McMahon. So that's what we were paying attention to leading up to the deadline. But then 1 o'clock came, didn't happen. And then 10 minutes later, it came through that Seattle got him for a second and a fourth round pick. Columbus's 2027 second and Anaheim's 2026 fourth round pick. And before we got Nas, I looked at that and I went, we couldn't do that?
Yeah. But it makes sense why they couldn't do it.
They were busy.
Yep, they were busy. I like that move for Seattle. I still think Seattle is not like a serious threat, but at least they're trying.
Yeah. It's something like, again, I like Bobby McMahon. I think he's a good player. He doesn't strike me as the kind of guy that's going to stay in Seattle. So I think it's a perfectly fine rental price. I feel like Leafs fans have got to be kind of disappointed by they didn't really do a ton of selling off. Like they got the good price for Nick Waugh and they traded McMahon, but they didn't really do much else.
No. I think that's just more of a retool. I think they're going to be busy this offseason. I'm surprised they didn't move Ekman Larson. I feel like you could have gotten some good value for defensemen, but it's the Leafs, so the Leafs are going to leave. That's kind of my opinion.
Or go ahead.
No, you're good. I was done.
Okay, yeah, they got a third-round pick from the Kings for Scott Lawton as well, which, again, came before Kadri. And I was like, I mean, for a third, throw him on the wing, I wouldn't hate that, but yeah, I thought it was fine for the Kings, who just kind of half in, half out for the most part. Like a lot of moves just to kind of be the same, I feel like.
Correct. I think that's the best way to put it. They did not improve and they didn't get worse. They are the exact same team.
Another trade the Avs were very surprisingly involved a lot in was the Braden Shen trade with the St. Louis Blues. Shen still with $6.5 million for 2 years after this, going to the New York Islanders in exchange for the Avs first-round pick that was in the Brock Nelson trade, and Jonathan Drouin, and a goalie prospect, and also a 2026 third-round pick.
Release our boy Drouin, man. He shouldn't be stuck with the Blues.
Yeah.
Get him out of there. Get him out of there.
That kind of stinks.
But is that not the most Islanders move of all time? Even though Lou's gone, like that's just the most Islanders move of all time.
Does it not feel like the Avs gave up, like got a better deal for Kadri than the Islanders did for Shen?
Yep, I completely agree.
Yeah, I think Braden Shen's fine, but I don't know. I just don't know what that's gonna do for the Islanders. To your point, is like it just feels like a very Islanders move.
Yeah, I mean the Islanders are in the thick of it. Like they have a chance to.
Oh, they're gonna make the playoffs. I like some of their chances, honestly.
Yeah, I like the move for him. Braden Shen's going to be a nice addition, but he just fits so perfectly on that team of old guys. Yeah. They got rid of Brock Nelson. Let's just bring in another old guy who's not nearly as good.
Bring in another guy who doesn't do anything that Brock Nelson does, but sure, why not? Another trade for the Blues. They trade Justin Falk to the Detroit Red Wings for Justin Hall, Dmitry Bushnikov, a 2026 first and a 2026 third round pick. This feels like a very Yzerman move, doesn't it?
Yes.
Where it's not, it sucks. I don't like it for the Red Wings.
The Red Wings they had a chance to really go for it this deadline and they did nothing. Like they're still a playoff team, if you ask me, but like they just did a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah. I don't love this for them. Honestly, I don't think Justin Falk makes them that much. I think he's a fine player. I think in terms of just straight up value, I think it's okay. But I don't know. It was just made me go, okay. Are you sure?
I'm surprised they didn't push harder for Parayko if he would do, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Or maybe that got blocked too.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows? What else we got?
My computer goes really slow when I start going on Puckpedia, but scrolling down a little bit more here, Deloria to the Flyers, Ryan Strome Deloria to the Hurricanes from the Flyers, Ryan Strome to the Flames, Soderblom to the Penguins, Corey Perry back to Tampa Bay.
Yep. It is just 2022 all over again.
It is both a good and bad omen for the Tampa Bay Lightning because this opens the door for Corey Perry to lose in the Stanley Cup final for the sixth consecutive year.
Yep.
A streak that we might not ever see replicated in sports.
I want it to happen. I want it to happen so bad. But yeah, I mean, it is just 2022 all over again. We got Avs Lightning on a collision course, it seems.
Yeah. Because I really thought that Corey Perry is like, oh, he's on the Kings now. So, you know, probably don't have to worry about that happening to him again. The Lightning are my pick to come out of the East. They've been my pick for a while now. And with Corey Perry on the team, I feel really good about that pick again.
I do as well. So that's a fun one. Were there any other ones? Like, I think
we had Nick Foligno go to the Wild to reunite with his brother Marcus Foligno. That's a fun story for
it's a fun story. Did you see what Bedard said?
No.
He said he better keep his head up when they play each other next month. It's kind of funny. I get a little cheeky right there.
That's pretty funny. I like that. You had the Sabres make this trade for Logan Stanley and Luke Shen, which after striking out in Colt Parayko really I don't know.
It doesn't hit the same. I like Logan Stanley. I think Luke Shen's a fine player. It sucks they couldn't get Parayko. Like they did the best they could after striking out of Parayko.
Yeah, they gave up a lot though in this trade. They give up Rosen in the second. Like I think they're fine players, but I just don't think it moves any needles for Buffalo.
But again, I think Buffalo is just trying to make the playoffs. I really think that's all they're trying to do.
I agree. They're just trying to make the playoffs. I would have liked them to push a little harder to do it.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, they're tied with Tampa right now. Tampa has the advantage on.
I mean, it might not matter because the Sabres are just never going to lose again. So it doesn't. Why does it matter what they do at the deadline?
It's going to be like if it is Avs Sabres in the Stanley Cup final. Wow. That's going to be the best. Like it'll probably be the least watched Stanley Cup final of all time, but that will have my interest 1,000-fold. Just because
have you seen who the highest rated markets are for every single hockey game?
It's true.
It's Colorado and Buffalo. This might be the highest rated final ever.
Oh, that would feed me generations. But also, I kind of don't want it to happen because I don't want to hate the Sabres.
No, I don't want to play the Sabres. I don't want to deal with that.
No, that we talked about it with like in the 22 run where it was like if you go up against the Rangers in the final, like you're in the movie forever. If the Sabres beat the Avs in the Cup final, we will have to live that movie every summer.
Yeah, it's like the Caps against Vegas in 2018, or it's like it's not just losing the final; it's having to relive it every fucking day for the rest of your life.
Yeah. So, a lot of teams made some moves, but man, it's been a great day. I don't want to go to bed, but I have to go to bed because I have to work. I'm working all day tomorrow, open to close, rock and roll. So, I want tomorrow to go by as fast as possible so I can fast forward to Sunday.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's anything else that we missed here on the way. With the Caps again, I just was like, okay, so you sold on Nick Dowd and John Carlson. You don't have to pretend and bring in David Kampf as well that you're still trying to do anything.
You got him.
Yeah, we did. But I was like, you can pick a lane. I don't know. I saw that. I was just like, what? You just sold off a franchised icon. You don't have to try to appease the fans with a fourth line center.
But you got him.
But we got him. So
you got him.
I was just like, why even bother with that at that point? Like, you just killed the locker room. David Kampf is not gonna magically sneak you into the playoffs after this. They did get Timothy Liljegren though, which I don't hate, but
yeah, I like that move for him.
Yeah. Other than that, big trades at the very least, like big noteworthy trades. We've covered a lot of them already. And like I don't see a ton else that we need to really talk. Connor Garland went to Columbus from Vancouver.
I like that move.
With an extension about to kick in.
Yeah.
I think
I
Vancouver's
like
got
that move for Columbus. It's fun.
Yeah, good move for them. Vancouver's got a lot of work to do.
Yep.
A lot of work to do.
Yep. So, do we have any mailbags before we wrap up the show?
We do have some mailbags that we can wrap up here. Some of them, I'm sorry, we're just going to have to brush past because I just forgot and it's been too long and a lot of them are a little too out of date. But we'll start with the ones today from Easton saying, Naz comes home, mother truckers. I know the details are not in yet, but it's about time we have him home.
Yes, Easton. Couldn't agree more. And we found out the return and it was pennies. So completely worth it. Shout out Victor Olofsson. You will be remembered forever as the one who brought Nazem Kadri home.
Yes. You were the one that made the great sacrifice and you will be remembered accordingly.
Yep. But Naz is back. That's all we care about.
Yep. Have our next one from R saying, boys, I don't think it's going to be a good thing. Really step back from the vibes and nostalgia outlook. Kadri has fucking sucked this year and wasn't exactly epic the year before. Could it be the Flames are bad? Probably some of it. Outside nostalgia, it looks really, really bad. I hope to God I'm wrong, but overlooking the sketchiness in his downfall in production is huge. Again, hope I'm wrong. I want the cup, but this concerns me and a lot of others. Again, hope I'm wrong.
Yeah. I think you're going to be wrong. Just for this aspect, the Avs aren't expecting Nazem Kadri to come in and be an 81-point player. They're expecting him to come into the lineup, give them 10 to 15 minutes a night of snarl and just great third-line center roles. You have Brock Nelson, who's been phenomenal this year. Like, it's never a bad thing to have another high-end third-line center in Nazem Kadri.
Yeah. And the fall off you're talking about with Kadri is like, you might look at the points and see that a little bit with him here. He was not bad last year. And also you dig under the hood and you look at his numbers. They're actually still quite good, honestly. Yeah. Like if you pull up some of his analytics, still at an 81% at even strength offense and an 80% overall wins above replacement. The only thing that's bad has been his even strength defense, still effective on the power play. And just he's been doing a lot with Calgary, maybe a bit over his role at his age because they are a very depleted team. But again, I think the motivation is a big factor too. You stick him back on this team with all of his buddies. I think it's not unreasonable to expect a big jump in production at 5.6. I don't think he finishes his contract. I think that's maybe my hot take out of it is like, I don't think he plays the full time here. Like he's getting older, but now that the retention has already been done, it makes it much easier to move off that deal in 3 years. If you really feel like you have to in the final year of that deal, if it's just not working anymore. Like we stress so much about Miles Wood for so long. Oh my God, how are we going to get rid of this? Ryan Johansson, how are we going to get rid of this? Like every time we have a bad deal, it's God, what are we going to do about this? They figure it out. Yeah. There are stupid teams out there that just take bad contracts for like a third round pick.
Yep.
It's not big. Again, for Kadri, then I don't think you can just write off the vibes and the nostalgia. I really do think that is a big part of this trade and is the kind of thing that is going to give this team, like I've said, a real shot in the arm for most of it. Again, you look at his production this year, he's got 12 goals, 41 points in 61 games. He's at an even expected goals for percentage at 50%. He's at a positive Corsi for percentage and everything. Like you look at his overall numbers, I'm not seeing this huge fall. He had 72 points last year. He had 35 goals. I'm not even expecting that from him. But like if you get half of that, you are over the moon about this.
It helps having Brock Nelson.
Yeah. I understand the concern because Kadri is 35. But again, you look under the hood, his numbers look good. You look at his previous numbers, those look good too. You look at the cap hit now, that looks good too. You look at the locker room impact this is going to have, that looks good too. Yep. You know, it's okay to, I think, believe in this team. And it's okay to look at this and be like, this is going to be fun. Regardless of how it goes, it's going to be fun.
It's going to be awesome. It's going to be more than fun. It's going to be awesome. But Mark, we love you. Thank you for the comment.
But he's got one more because Next one from Arsene. So Matt Duchene should be barred for complaining about offsides for the rest of his life, since he was responsible for getting the offsides replay implemented. Second, I may be biased, but I cannot read that on air. But are Dallas fans really stupid? If a stick goes in the skate and player goes down, it's a trip every time. Power play bad.
Power play wasn't bad tonight, Art. It wasn't. It was good. Power play good tonight.
Power play improving drastically.
Power play improving. And yeah, I mean, there were a lot of calls in that Dallas game that I think I appreciate the officials letting it go like the last 10 minutes of the game until that penalty on Kale. Because in overtime, the Stars got away with like 5 penalties. It was insane what they were getting away with in that overtime. But hey, Stars fans are going to complain. And all I can say is, I just want to beat those fuckers so bad. I think
everything with Stars and calls falls so empty to me. If the Avs got half the bounces that this team gets, none of these games would ever be close.
Yep.
Cool. We got our last one from Derek here saying, fuck your Duchene, fuck your Dallas. Avs smashed tonight on special teams. They're finally moving their feet and changing it up. A shootout win, for fuck's sake. Let's go. Best part, Kadri hasn't even joined the team yet. As always, thanks for the content. Go Avs, go.
Let's go, Derek. Yes, power play was awesome tonight. I won't say anything bad about Duchene, mostly because I have a dog named after him. So just when I think of Duchene, I think of my dog, and that's my boy. And I will always. It's MacKinnon's one up here. I do still have my Duchene jersey. But yeah, you'll never catch me saying anything bad about Matt Duchene. That's my boy. Yeah. I know he plays for the enemy, but that's my boy. That's my boy.
All I'll say is it felt good to win that game.
Yeah, felt great to win that game. I wish Matt Duchene nothing but success and happiness unless he's playing the Colorado Avalanche.
Success and happiness on his next team.
Yes. So
also, I promised Peter we would read his question from a little bit ago. It's from like the 27th. Wow, that's a while ago. But it is relevant because it says, Mr. Belay, I would welcome Naz back with open arms. He has that YOLO attitude the Avs need more of, just like when he scored the Game 4 game-winning goal. Still relevant.
And we're wrong a lot on this show. A lot.
Should not come as a surprise anymore. I was very adamant this was not going to happen yesterday.
We were right about this. And don't listen to what we said beforehand with the Nick Waugh. Don't listen to that episode. Go listen to the ones before that with getting Nazem Kadri.
Because what I'm choosing to remember about this deadline is I got 3 trades right. Because I got 3 of these guys on my trade board. I got Nazem Kadri on my trade board. I got Brett Kulak on my trade board. I got Nick Waugh on my trade board. Don't listen to anything else I said. But if you want to go back to the trade board episode where we talked about some guys, I feel like we did pretty well on that. Ignore the fact that I said the Kadri dream is dead. Ignore the fact that I said John Carlson, there's no way he gets traded. Like, don't listen to that. That's semantics. Who cares? Right? Leave me alone.
No, we're gonna leave it there. But Peter, you're the best. Everyone who asks questions are Easton, Derek. You guys are the best. We have the best listeners in the world, and yeah, we've done a lot of content in these past week and a half, and this is really just the beginning, because once the playoffs roll around, we are going to be in it, and we are going to be recording a lot, and it's going to be awesome, man. I can't wait.
We are going to have a blast as 3 straight days, record 4 episodes in 3 days, essentially, between normal episode, Nick Waugh, and the 2 today.
Yep.
Awesome.
Really juicing up those numbers for us, man. We
really juicing up those numbers, and they are good numbers right now, let me tell you. But we've done over an hour 40 of content today. Essentially, what a day. What a great, like, in terms of a regular season day, this will be hard to top.
Yep.
Really hard to top.
Almost impossible, I'd say.
I don't think it'll ever be done, personally.
So
I don't know.
I don't think it will, but it's a good day. I'm going to go to sleep very happy tonight. We beat the Stars. We get Nazem Kadri back, and we get to beat the Wild on Sunday. You can't ask for a much better day.
What else could you ask for, really? Also, it feels like it's like 1 a.m. That game started at 6, and it's really throwing me off.
Yeah, me too. That's what I'm saying. I'm ready to hit the hay, get ready to go work tomorrow.
Yep, because I got the same thing. We are two podcast hosts that work very strange hours. So, yeah, should be a blast. But I think we are ready to wrap this one up here. Thank you all so very much for tuning in. As always, if you would follow us on Twitter, you can follow me at GR Youngs. You can follow Christian at Christian_Belay, and you can follow the show at HockeyMTN Pod. But again, thank you all so very much for tuning in, and we will catch you all next time. But until then, let's go Avs.
Let's go Avs.